Any other ideas on what to do with that whole business of what you bind in heaven, or what you bind on earth will be bound in heaven? And what do we do with that? If anyone asks us questions about that, because it's
I find that really hard to understand. That verse, I was thinking that's one of the ones I'm sure one day I'll hear some teaching about it that I'll go, oh, but I don't understand that yet.
Yeah. It only happens in a community which is prayerful and humble, and in such a community they wouldn't be likely to be too harsh, you'd think, with people. They'd be more willing to forgive, to accept, to chase after that lost sheep, maybe. But I find that a difficult one.
Because we had a couple of weeks ago, we had the bit about forgiving as well. We have, had a very similar reading about what we bind is bound, what we free is free. Lisa?
Well, I think it's amazing to think that we have the responsibility to forget, to act out forgiveness in Jesus' name, to free people from sin. The idea that we have that is astonishing. The thing about binding is odd to me, because I can't think of a single time when Jesus bound somebody's sin.
So he bound demons.
Yeah. So I wonder if they're actually the same thing, that the binding of the demon and the freeing of the person is the same thing. So it's not this and that, but those two things go together.
Yeah, that's what I wondered. It's actually saying the same thing in two ways.
And to understand that we have power over evil forces that seem really big and oppressive, even structural things in our society that seem just too big. We're given that spiritual resource to pray about it. And
after you brought it up, as I was listening to you doing the conversation, okay, looks like Mike's vanishing. I thought he was being very quiet. I wondered also if it's something to do with the way heaven and earth are so connected in the Bible, and how you get hints that if there's war on earth, there's war in heaven, that sort of connection. And just, I guess, a reminder that heaven and earth are not that far apart as we sometimes think they are. And
well, that reminds me of the other bit I love in this, which is just saying, to say again how exciting it is that the risen Jesus is with us in our midst when two or three of us are gathered. And I sometimes love to start worship with just calling to our mind that Jesus is with us.
Absolutely, that ties in. Okay, guys,